Hey, what's up everyone, this is Machete, welcome to today's video. In this piece of content I'm gonna show you how to set up my favorite FIFA 16 mods setup on your computer. So basically this is gonna be just a video guide on how to install mods for FIFA 16. Many of you may feel a bit intimidated with FIFA's mods and how to install them. I'll be honest, when I first installed this game on my computer and I started checking, for different mods, how to set it up, I was a little bit, confused how to do it, what to install first, what to not install, how to do it and stuff like that. So to help you all out, I decided to make this video. And I think generally this process of modding FIFA 16 is actually way simpler than it seems at first sight. So don't get frustrated at first. Today we're gonna set up this game, FIFA 16, with particular seasonal patch which I really liked a lot, which is 2006-2007 season. This patch is fantastic, and for me it's a very fun period of football history that I like revisiting whenever possible. On top of that, we will install a couple of other mods which are basically prerequisites for running this seasonal classic patch. Then we're gonna also have we're gonna add gameplay mod, and then we're gonna add camera mod to make it more broadcast like experience. And lastly, I'm gonna show you how to install My ReShade Preset, which I think makes the game look even better. So let's start with that. In the video description you will see different links where you can basically download each patch and mod. I'm gonna show you how to download them as well. Obviously you will need to install the game as well, right? Unfortunately all those older FIFA games are not really available easily to be purchased directly from EA or on Steam. You can only basically buy, I think, FIFA FC24 and FC25. The older FIFAs are not really available for sale on official stores, which is problematic, right? And for that reason, I will include in the video description link to my trusted seller that I've been using for months to buy accounts for Pro Evolution Soccer, the older ones, or actually even Pro Evo 21 as well, and also nowadays for FIFA older accounts, older games, I mean. So this seller I've been having only positive experience with their services. Unlike many other sellers on some sketchy sites, they do not take your account back, which is really important, right? I mean, you pay for product and you don't want it to be ripped from you and taken back after a while. So maybe a little bit more pricey than other sellers, but I highly recommend using this one. Obviously you can search for other services, but I just cannot recommend them since I haven't really used them or I didn't have good experience with them, alright? So once you got the game, install it on your computer wherever you want. You can use SSD or HDD, it really doesn't really matter for this particular game. Alright, so let me show you how to now install everything. First we need Creation Master 16. Click on the link that will be in the video description, scroll down through all the list of features on the Infinity patch, which by the way is very good resource for different mods and patches. Then click on download Mediafire. I always recommend using Mediafire because it allows us to use JDownloader 2. In case you are not familiar with what JDownloader 2 is, let me show you. I highly recommend using that tool if you're gonna be modding the games like FIFA, Pro Evo or any other games, or generally if you like downloading big chunks of data from internet. JDownloader 2 is a fantastic tool. So if you open JDownloader 2, go to link grabber, and then what you want to do is hold and grab this blue button and drag it to JDownloader. And then, I mean, it's already here so it doesn't pop, but this is how it should look like. Then you right click and select this Start Downloads. Generally what's great about JDownloader is it basically overcomes any limits put on by different services like Mediafire, GoFile and stuff like that. So for instance, I was downloading some mods from GoFile. GoFile limits your downloads by default to like maybe 5 megabytes per second if you use the browser, right, to download the files to it. But when I copied link to JDownloader 2, my download speed went drastically up to like 70, 90 megabytes per second. And so that's a huge difference, right? So highly recommend JDownloader 2, download it from internet, great tool. So once you downloaded CM Master, Creation Master 16, we will have to install it, but we will do it in a bit. I'll show you how to do it. I actually have everything already kind of installed, but I'll show you how to do different steps like that. Then we need Revolution Mod 16. This mod, well, there's the whole list of features. I generally don't dive into what it does because it's basically necessary for us to install the seasonal patch 16, so that's why it is important. So here again, go to download Mediafire. I don't remember how big is this file. Let's see, 85 megabytes, not much. Use JDownloader, highly recommend that again. So download Revolution Mod 16 as well, and then you want to download, this is the website for the seasonal patch for 2006 data, and that one is this one is basically crucial here in the setup, so we can use it to have proper rosters and proper seasonal data. So we have luckily Mediafire link, which is great because this file is a bit bigger, 4 gigabytes. Again, take it and grab it and drag it to JDownloader to download it on your computer. So this is the base that we will need. So I'm not gonna show you how to download the other ones for now. Let's focus on installation of those 3 patches / applications because this is necessary. So here are my setup files. So I put it nicely so that everything is clear. So this is CM 16, which is this Creation Master 16, which is necessary for us to edit the database and refresh it once we install different mods and patches. So you have to run the setup. I already have it installed on my computer, so I'm not gonna go through it. It's the typical setup installer thingy you gotta go through and install it somewhere on your computer. Doesn't matter where, just make sure it's installed, alright? So once you install that one, you will need to install Revolution Mod 16, alright? The installation is super simple. We go to Manual, Install, and basically we copy all the files from here where we have the game, which is here for me. This is a fresh installation I did on my computer, which I'm gonna use for this instructional purposes, right? We copy the data folder from here, from the manual install folder in the patch to FIFA 16. It may take a moment, it may overwrite some data, we shall see. Generally, once this is completed, I don't know if it's necessary to always launch Creation Master 16 tool and then refresh database so that the game sees any change. So I don't know if we have to do it at installing Revolution Mod, update the database, installing 2006 patch, updating database, and so on and so forth. I prefer to be on a safe side, and I do it on every major step like this, like for the seasonal content and so on. And I refresh the database when I'm done with those. Maybe you can skip that, I don't know. So we got it copied, great. Now next step is I'm gonna show you how to use Creation Master 16. So we launch Creation Master 16, which you should have probably shortcut on your desktop. This is how the tool looks like. Then we click Open FIFA 16, the first one. Then it will load the database. We gotta wait for a moment. We know the database is loaded and completed when all these icons on top of the screen are colorful, right? Then the next step we do, we click Tools tab, and then we click Regenerate BH. And then we are waiting again. Generally using this tool is super simple. You will see, we are about to finish actually. And now, as you can see, it's done. How do we know it's done? At the bottom of the window, we will see ready text. So the next step we do is we go back to File tab and click Save. Right, and we know it's completed because at the bottom again it is saying ready, save completed. And that's it. That's how we update Creation Master, the database in Creation Master 16. Now we can close the Creation Master and a couple of first steps are completed. So what we did, we installed Creation Master 16 on our computer. Then we installed also Revolution mod. And the next step is to install the seasonal patch 2006 data. So let's go back to my mod files. So when you download it, you will just have this WinRAR archive file. What you gotta do is just extract it, right click, extract, yeah? And then you should have those folders. So we take those folders, we're gonna copy them, just like the previous mod, we're gonna copy them to where we have installed the game. So right click, copy, and paste it to where you have the game. Now this process might take a moment because it's a bit heavier file. Like you can see, it was almost 10 gigabytes of patch, which is massive one for this type of older game. That's because it has a lot of content. It has faces, kits, stadiums, all the juice, you know, and I think it's worth it, the space. Alright, once the process is completed, it will ask you what to do with the files with the same names. Of course, replace the files, all of them. This should go way faster than the earlier part of copying the data, I hope. Alright, the whole copying process of 2006-2007 season has been completed on my computer. It took approximately, I don't know, 7 to 10 minutes, so it takes a moment, so be patient. Once this is completed, we go back to Creation Master 16 application again, and we basically redo the whole process, which is basically file, open FIFA 16, first option on top. Once opened, we regenerate PH in tools and second option. Then we are waiting a little bit for it to complete. It's completed, so then we go to file and then save. Saving is again complete. And we just close it. It will ask you if you want to save, but we just saved it, so nope. We don't want to save it. So basically, if you've done the steps that I just did, which is basically installation of CM16, which is Creation Master 16, which yet again helps you update the database of the game and helps your game see what changes you've made to patches. Then we installed Revolution mod 16, which was also necessary for our seasonal patch. And then we updated, or actually downgraded FIFA 16 to 2006 season, alright? So we get our seasonal data installed. If you wanted to, you could finish this whole modding setup here and just enjoy the game with vanilla gameplay, vanilla camera mods and the graphics, yeah? But I'm gonna show you how to install 3 additional things. So the next step is we want to get gameplay mod. We're gonna use Supernova gameplay mod. This is how the website looks for downloading it. Scroll down, again, download using Mediafire, drag that blue button that appears after a moment to your JDownloader, or actually it's so small that you can just click and download it, alright? So let me show you how to install this Supernova gameplay mod. Here is where I have it, Supernova gameplay mod. You should have like final edition 29 March 2017, extract it, and then go here and use this CL configuration file. So I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna paste it to where I have my game. Right? That's basically done when it comes to copying files. If you check this text file, it will tell you what are the sliders that you should use in the game. And also it gives you the installation guide, which is super simple, just to copy it to the main directory, which we did, right? We will change these a little bit later when we launch the game. So let's keep that in mind that it's not yet completed. We have to update the sliders. So we are done with the gameplay mode for now. The next step we're gonna do is install Ant's camera mod package. So this mod package has tons of options, all right? My personal favorite is the broadcast package number 1. The problem is it doesn't particularly work great on every stadium. There are stadiums like, for instance, Chelsea's Stamford Bridge, where this camera looks terrible because it's way too close, okay? So there were a few more stadiums where I had these issues, so I'd love to use it, but because of the issues like that, I'm using a different setup, okay? Which is, I believe, this one, yeah. I'm using broadcast package 2 mid with post-goal camera shake. It's really cool. It's a bit higher than the other one, so let me show you the one that I just mentioned that I really like. So if you don't mind a bit closer camera on some stadiums, I really like it. It reminds me what I'm usually playing on Pro Evolution Soccer 21. Yeah. So this is the first one, the broadcast package 1. But I'll show you how to install this one. You can always change it. And as far as I understand, you can even change it in the game by just dragging the files and then restarting the match or something. So it's quite convenient to mess with it. So what we need to do, we go to the one we want to the folder we want to use, the camera. We copy the data folder and we just copy it where we have the game. Yeah. And then it will ask about replacing files. Say yes, of course. One thing to note with this camera mod, you can see in my video for FIFA 16 retrospective, is that it basically eliminates this indicator triangle above the head of the player you're controlling. So what it changes, so to get around that change, the author of this camera mod added that, you know, this trainer thingy, that the circle under you, they adjusted it and made it that it doesn't have any button icons. It just indicates which player you're controlling by having this circle. I actually pretty much like it. It's really nice. I like it more probably than the triangle overhead indicator. So this was it. We installed the camera. That was very simple, right? And then we got the last thing we need to install, which is the ReShade. I have to show, so to download the ReShade preset itself, go to the link in the video description where I uploaded my ReShade preset. I use this ReShade preset to all football games, okay? I used it for Pro Evo 21, 19, 17, 15, 13, even the old ones, you know? I also use it for all FIFA games that I'm trying. So it's very universal in my opinion, makes the colors toned down, a little bit more realistic. So they are toned down, and they are also like richer in the same way because there's a bigger palette of colors. Not just red is not just red, but there are different shades visible with this ReShade preset, and I think it makes the contrast stuff better. So we need this preset. You can tinker with it and do your own. But this is the one I'm using. But you also will need ReShade application, which can be downloaded from reshade.me. And here you click download and you download the upper option. I'm personally using 6.3.3, but this one probably works as well, the latest one. Don't download with the full add-on support, it has some stuff unnecessary here. So click download, your computer will pull it. For the ReShade preset, go to Go File, and you have download here button, okay? So once you downloaded both files, you go to where you have them and you need to install ReShade. I'll show you how to do it. So you click on ReShade setup, then you click browse and you basically go to where you have your game. Okay, and then you select the exe file of FIFA 16. You click open, then you click next. Then you select Microsoft DirectX 10/11/12. And then there's a whole big list of different reshades, shaders and effects you can install. You don't have to do that stuff here. What you need to do is click browse. And then what you have to do is select the My ReShade Preset file, click open, and what it does, it basically just ticks those that are necessary for this preset, which is neat. And then you click next, and then it downloads all the files that are necessary and installs them. You click finish, and you're done. Voila, this is it. So pretty straightforward, right? So right now we got everything installed that we wanted. We got CM16, which enables us to refresh database. But what we should do, and I forgot, sorry for that. We need to update the database just to make sure before we start the game everything is fine now that we installed the gameplay mods, stuff like that. I don't know if it's completely necessary for those steps after installing 2006-2007 season, but better safe than sorry. So we do the process again, regenerate BH file, BH, I don't know, file or database. I don't know what BH stands for actually here. Then we save it. That was fast. We close it. And yeah, we're done. So again, what did we do? We installed CM16. We installed Revolution mod before 2006-2007 season patch. Then we installed 2006-2007 season patch. Updated databases for all of that. Then we installed Supernova gameplay mode. Then we moved on to camera mode of Ant. I showed you which one I like to install and installed it on my computer. And then we also lastly installed ReShade Preset. ReShade presets are basically like Instagram filters just on video rather in the game rather than just an image, right? And then we updated the database again. So now that we got it all sorted, let's launch the game and let me show you. Let's see if everything works as intended. You can go to game settings. Here you want to set up your resolution. I recommend playing in full screen. Then you rendering quality, you select high, MSAA options 4, and lock it to 60 FPS. I heard that when you don't lock it, there might be some jittering, or like the camera may be a little bit junky, so I prefer to lock it to 60 FPS. The rest of options you don't have to change really anything if you don't want to, and then you click play. Great tip for you all, generally. Let's say you want to have 2006 season for FIFA 16, and then you also want to have other patch, let's say 2025 season patch, which by the way I'm gonna make a video, another video for how to install that one on your computer, so stay tuned for this. So say you want to have 2 patches installed on your computer. Can you do it? The answer is yes, you can. Here is how. Here are my FIFA games. I have more, but this is what I copied here. So we got FIFA 16, and as you can see, I have 2006 season folder and 2025 season folder. So what matters, what the game will think, I have the official version on EA Origin store. So what matters is which game is called, which folder is, which seasonal data folder is called FIFA 16, and that's all that matters. So for instance, this fresh installation, I'll rename to this name, yeah? And if I change the name to of 2025 season to FIFA 16 just like that, and then I run FIFA 16 file, like you can see here, executable file, the game will start through EA, yeah? And then if I just swap it, say I want to play then 2006 one, right? I rename again the 2025 to this name or any other name than basically just the default FIFA 16, and then rename 2006 folder to FIFA 16, and that's all. That's how you basically swap up the different files, different versions, different mod setups and stuff like that. So I think it's quite cool, right? So for this fresh install, what we want to do is having FIFA 16. When the game starts and you have this bar on the top, this means that ReShade is correctly working on your computer. Click home button as per the instructions. This will open this window. You can skip tutorial By default, you should have selected My ReShade Preset with those 4 options. It's very lightweight, this ReShade preset. You want to click Performance Mode on. And what I like doing, going to Settings, and then I'm setting Effect Toggle Key. I do it with End button. This basically allows me then to switch on and off the preset, whether I want to use it or not, you know, like the ReShade to compare also. So close it by clicking Home button again. So far everything is fine. You probably don't hear the audio because I have it turned off. Sorry for that. There's nice background soundtrack music. Yeah, if you have any file like that, this is for me from some other option of the other seasonal options. So I don't delete it, I just click cancel. Unfortunately, servers are down, so you cannot play online with other players even when using the official version of the game. As you can see, menu looks a bit different with this seasonal patch. Everything should be fine. One thing that I dislike personally is that it might be related to I'm using PlayStation 5 controller, and it requires the emulation controller and gamepad emulation software like DS4 or DualSense X, and I think it might be because of that the settings of my controls are just not saving. Every time I open the new game, it basically is the same. I don't like it, but this is the way it is. I usually like playing with these settings. Let me show you. Yeah, legacy defending, analog sprint I turn off. I changed to shot assistance being semi. I used to play with pass assistance being semi as well, but then I noticed that the X, you know, the ground standard passes are extremely underwhelming, too low power, and sometimes very off, like they felt weird. So I switched to assisted. Then I also like to switch the shot and lob pass buttons. So basically square and circle, or X and B on Xbox, and those are the only settings I'm changing. We gotta change also the sliders. So basically the sliders you can see on the screen are those already changed. Yeah, so you can copy what I'm having here. This is as per the Supernova gameplay mod installation guide. I just have it already implemented. And then you do the same for CPU gameplay customization sliders. And then you can play. So let's start the match. Let's quickly start and see if everything works fine. Select your side. Let's just do El Clasico quickly. Loads, it's this old stuff, right? That you had this training stuff in the game. You can click the right stick to disable trainer, but you actually want a trainer because of the in-match stuff. Let me turn on the sound. So beautiful, beautiful. The game aged so well. If you haven't seen my retrospective video, make sure to check it out. So everything seems to be working just fine. So yeah, the game is installed. You can now go and enjoy 2006-2007 season. There are a lot of faces here, a lot of nice squads. It's not fully made, all the little leagues and stuff like that, but major ones are completed and some smaller ones are also updated to 2006-2007 season. So yeah, go, enjoy, have fun. The game is really cool. Check my retrospective video. And again, if you don't have the game, you can use the seller that I'm recommending for FIFA and Pro Evolution Soccer accounts. Very reliable person. If you have any issues with the account you purchased, just reach out to them and they will help you out. So that's it for today's video. Thanks everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was useful and that you will have great fun with FIFA 16. I'm gonna make another video guide to show you how to install Infinity Patch. Infinity Patch, just before we finish, is really damn good. Infinity Patch basically is, let me show you quickly, FIFA 16, mods and patches, Infinity Patch. Infinity Patch takes upgrades FIFA 16 to 2024-2025 season, and it's kick-ass. It has faces from FIFA FC25, I think, or FC24, so it's high quality. Everything is really good and dandy, so highly recommend to try those two if you are into nostalgic 2006-2007 season. If you want more modern version of the game, Infinity Patch is the way to go. I'm gonna make a guide on that one. So thanks everyone, let me know if you have any issues, if anything was unclear. I try to do it as good as possible. Have a great day, and yeah, that's all from me in this video. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Whoa. Anyway, that's all from me in this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.